What's up, YouTube? I'm Brett.
I'm Lance.
This is Rants R Us.
As always, please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share.
Today we're going to be talking about something that's a little near and dear to my heart. I know I'm a big Star Wars fan. I know you are too, but I'm like one of those super fans. I'm a little bit excited about any time we get to talk about Star Wars. But today we're going to be talking about something that pisses me off a little bit. And that's, should Jedis now be considered Skywalkers? What do you think?
I don't see how.
I kind of feel like back in the day they were called Jedi or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to really pronounce the words, but that was back in Legends.
Right.
But now I kind of feel like now it's going to be like now Disney's going to be pushing. Well, we call them Skywalkers now, like the newer generation.
It just don't make sense to me because not every Skywalker was a Jedi.
Apparently, that's what Jedi. Because the way Disney is kind of phrasing it, and everybody that's connected with it, is Skywalkers bring balance to the Force. Then for Jedi's supposed to bring balance to the Force as well.
Who'll be bringing it to? Who's going to bring the balance to the Force? Now there are no Skywalkers.
Well, you have to.
Rey is not a Skywalker. I'm not going to agree to that, no matter what they shove down my throat.
See, in Legends, like the first Skywalkers. I mean, now I'm saying it now. No, the first Jedi's. Keep doing it now. It pisses me off. I didn't even say it. But either way, the first Jedi's, they were balanced. They had the dark and they had the light side in them.
Anakin was so balanced.
Yeah. So, but see later on, there was the Sith and all that, the break off and all that kind of stuff, and all the wars that happened. Well, this is in Legends, but then there wasn't, Jedi really weren't the balance, and neither were the Sith, but together they were the balance. So now they're talking about, since Rey is good and evil, then has both those sides. She's the balance,
but she's not a Skywalker.
She's the Skywalker.
Because she's a Palpatine.
That's the way I feel towards it. That's the way I feel towards it too.
Is you can't just okay, I'm good with a lightsaber. Mm-hmm. I'm a Skywalker.
I felt like
it don't work like that.
I felt like that would be the equivalent of that would be if, let's say, Luke Skywalker changed his name to, I don't know, Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's Luke Kenobi. Like, that would be exactly how stupid that would actually be.
Exactly.
That would have been really dumb.
Exactly.
And no one would have been for that.
I don't know. Maybe if there was still like a, Ben Kenobi, or not Kenobi, God, Solo. Ben Solo had a kid, then there'd still be Skywalkers. Yeah. But he was the last of the Skywalker bloodline. After Leia died, Luke died.
Mm-hmm. I kind of feel like
that ends the bloodline. So how can they be Skywalkers? It just makes no sense. I don't like it. I'm not going to agree to it.
Well, see, even if she would have had a kid with Kylo Ren, it still wouldn't have been a Skywalker. It would have had somebody that had the Skywalker blood in it. But there's no way that they could have done future Star Wars with a Solo.
I guess yeah.
So I mean
still the name wouldn't be Solo, but the bloodline would still be there.
I mean, no matter if they had the same powers or not, just not having the name just would not make it a fashionable thing. People would not. So. People wouldn't go to the movies.
I wouldn't think
to see
so.
it.
I wouldn't just be like. It's a Solo movie. I didn't like the Solo movie, so I probably wouldn't like an Offspring version, Descendant version,
So I mean, no matter how you actually even look at it, it's Disney kind of ruined anything.
If they keep pushing that, it's done.
See, Disney at the very beginning, they were pushing this narrative. Okay, we want to get away as quickly as possible from the original series so that we can go and do our own thing.
But then just go right back to the ultimate bad guy being Palpatine. Mm-hmm. That's not getting away. That's coming back to it.
Yeah. But see, in their minds, they thought they could do that. They thought the Star Wars brand just in itself would sell, but then they had Solo, and then, there's a couple of these others that came out that weren't really hits. And then they're kind of like,
I guess that's what they kind of
maybe we can't do that.
They kind of tried to do that with Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
That was about the main story, but it's.
I mean, they're coming out with the Lando Calrissian, the Obi-Wan Kenobi, of course the Mandalorian. They're coming out with all of these different ones.
I have some interest in in those, but not a lot. And I guess that's I guess that's me still being the nostalgia part to it. It's not the same as what I grew up on, so I don't want nothing to do with it.
But see, that's what Disney was hoping on, that your nostalgia would keep you interested.
But then they're saying they're hoping that's not why we're watching because we want to get away from that, but still stay in it. They don't make sense. But Disney is ruining Star Wars, hands down.
See, they thought that the sequel, that there would be characters from the sequel series that people would be attached to, that then they could then break off and then make stuff about them.
Like who? Finn?
Nobody, Finn, Rey,
Poe?
None of those, Poe, none of those
characters made me go, I gotta see this movie.
No, and no one would go to an individual movie.
I'll tell you exactly why I watched the sequels. The only reason I watched the sequels is because it said Star Wars.
Basically. I mean, that's the way I was,
If I had never watched any Star Wars and I saw this crap, I would have never been a Star Wars fan.
I never watched it again. I mean, that's kind of the way I was even kind of with the Assassin's Creed games. I played the first Assassin's Creed game. I was like, this is garbage. It took me like 5 or 6 games down the road for me to even give it a shot again.
I liked the first couple. It was when they started getting off with Brotherhood and all those that I didn't like. But then Black Flag won me back over. But then Syndicate ruined me again.
Yeah, but see, but see, that's the thing. But see, that's what I'm talking about.
I ain't played neither one of the newer ones.
But see, that's the way. But see, that's the same problem that Star Wars fans are going through now. Like, you know. Now that we've got the sequel series got put such a bad taste in our mouth. Are we even going to go? We're not going to go to a Rey thing. Anything with Rey or Finn or any of the Poe. None of those are going to be a thing. Kylo Ren wasn't even that interesting of a character.
So I like Kylo Ren. I like Kylo Ren, and he might be the only reason I was watching those. If I had to pick a reason, I would pick Kylo Ren.
But he had, to me, I don't think in general he could be someone that could lead a franchise. I think he proved that.
I think he could have if they had used him correctly. Like if they had stuck with this story between him and Luke instead of bringing Rey into it.
I felt like when they were onto something, when they were trying to make him into this Darth Vader character, and then Snoke being the Palpatine.
To me,
I thought they had that going on. They were did,
but to me, they ruined that by he's supposed to be the next Darth Vader, but he loses to a Jedi who's never held a lightsaber.
The Skywalker now.
No, back to the original statement. I will never consider all Jedi Skywalker.
I will never either, but I'm afraid that's kind of where they're going. And now, of course, there's all these little things about how
you said you're the diehard Star Wars fan. I'm a big Star Wars fan, but not like you are. And if that's what they're going to do, I'm done.
Let's see. A lot of these there's these things about them saying that maybe, just maybe, they're going to maybe kind of cast aside the sequel series, maybe not make it canon, kind of like an alternate reality or something along those lines. So there's all that kind of things. Now, if they do that, I'd be more interested in some of these things, but I'm not really interested in it as a main
I still wouldn't
main
care.
thing.
If they keep on with this, they're all considered Skywalkers. I'm done. Done.
I think, I kind of agree with. Well, the more I say it, I mean, just saying the word Skywalkers and that kind of a reference makes me kind of sick at my stomach a little bit, so I'm not really feeling it either.
Y'all let us know what y'all think about it, and leave a comment down below, like, share, and subscribe.
Tell us if you'll watch another Star Wars film if they do that, Skywalkers.
And click the notification bell so you'll be the first ones to know when we drop a new video.
Take care, guys.